Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to update everybody on the Trump assassination attempt. So there's a lot of unconfirmed reports, but this guy is saying that there was a shooter on a roof on the outside of the secured area, and he was wondering why Secret Service wasn't there. Um, but let me update you on the situation. So they're saying at least two people dead. Okay, and Trump is okay. Trump is fine. He's in an undisclosed location, and he is perfectly okay. He did take some type of fragment, bullet, etc. Pretty sure he got shot in the ear. That's what it looked like. He took a round through his earlobe. It looked like. So here we have a guy who was outside of the secured area, and let's hear what he has to say about the apparent shooter. And this is a really trusted reporter. He's a BBC interviewee. He does a lot of reporting for BBC. So let's go ahead and listen to this real quick.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea.
All right, hold on. Let me give you a perspective of where this guy was. So they're doing the interview over here on this side of the street. So they're standing about here. Okay. So here's the red roof. Here's the red roof. The chair is missing, but yeah, this is where they are. And I'm assuming he's saying he walked over here. I'm guessing the rally's over yonder, because here's the water tower. Another witness mentioned earlier, and she believed the suspect was in the water tower, but that seems to be false from what we're seeing. So let's go over here. And then I'm assuming the rally was somewhere over here, because he said he wanted to go look at the trees. And then there's a video. I can't show that video, but there is a video of a downed person on a roof, and it looks to be one of these roofs here. I'm actually gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pause the video. I found the other building, so let me show you that real quick. So they're saying the shooter was on this building, okay? And that, in perspective to where this guy was viewing, he was over here. And he said they were having a party here at the greenhouse area, so they walked over here. So yeah, he has clear line of sight of that roof, and you'll see that here in the video.
But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shot
Notice he's also wearing a 2020 hat that he just wrote a 4 on. I love this guy.
came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Yeah, he's got a really good point here, guys. I want to show you guys this. So, I don't know. I didn't look at the... Okay, so... Oh, this says November 2020. So, this is a year ago. Yeah. So, yeah, there's not that many climbable roofs that are solid. So, this building should have been covered, of course. Same with this building, that building. these towers should have been like gated off so you can't get on it. Same with the water tower. There should have been shooters in the water tower. And this build, like any hardcover building, should have had that had good angles. Should have had like all these. There's not, like he said, there's not that many buildings. There's really not. Like these are all greenhouses, right? Like you could get up on there, but I mean, I don't know. I agree with him. There should have been a lot more protection here.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching. But you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly
The
shocking.
guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
I no, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to
Asking this guy if he knows about rifles? Come on now.
read the label on it,
No, sure. But
it was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof. Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not at every building here?
Well, there's a whole bunch of questions I think that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me. Yes.
Tell us about her.
I mean, nice horse, nice lady running with a flag. Seemed very, patriotic.
But what's the significance of her?
No, he asked me if I saw a horse.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I'm sorry you had to witness that. That was a terrible thing. And
So yeah, there you have it. Apparently this guy, an eyewitness is saying that the shooter was on a roof, and like I showed you, he was on the roof over here, and you can see the slant. It was either this roof or this roof. The camera didn't actually pan over there. I don't think they wanted to show the body, and neither am I. So no, I'm not going to put that. You guys can look that up on Twitter yourself. There's a video of the deceased victim, shooter, whatever you want to call him, on the roof of the building. And this eyewitness statement to me is adding up way better than the other eyewitness. There's some eyewitnesses that were on the stage. This old lady saying that the shooter came from the water tower, like across the way, and the sniper shot her from the water tower. I mean, and then there's the other person that they just had conflicting stories. The stories didn't make sense. And to me, from the footage that I saw, without anyone saying anything, the first footage I saw lines up to what this guy's saying. Left to right movement on the shots. Innocent bystander in the audience on the top left of the stage. Unfortunately, they said he passed away. And then the other deceased victim is, I'm assuming, the suspect / shooter / assassination assassin, whatever you want to call him. And Trump is okay. Again, Trump is okay. So I just wanted to go ahead and break down what we know about the shooting so far and what the news hasn't confirmed. I guess they're just waiting to get solid evidence, but this is pretty solid to me. I'm on about 80% that the shooter was on one of these buildings, just like this guy said. And that's based on the video that I saw on Twitter, as well as his recount. And, I looked on Google Earth, and the rally position to where these buildings line up, to where the water tower is, to where the other eyewitnesses were, and to where the victims are. This seems to be what I would believe is the correct This is just my assumption. Okay, I don't know if this is how it happened, but this is what I think happened. All right, let's put it that way.